Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me because apparently I didn't realize my camera had fallen back behind my computer screen. And the reason it's dark is because I got the cover covering it. So I have to readjust my desk here. Um, but setting that aside, few things to keep in mind for the future use. So this may end up being what will happen because YouTube's being a pain in my butt right now. So as of right now, one of the games that I've been playing for some reason does not want to get uploaded to my YouTube account. By the time it gets mostly done, say 90% of the way, it tends to get itself deemed as abandoned. Not rejected, abandoned. There's a difference. Now, give me a moment. You're going to hear a little bit of clicking. Of course, it causes some papers that I got sitting nearby to fall. Anyways, to give a better understanding of what's going on. A bit. I've recently decided I'm going to be mostly uploading to Rumble, which means most of the content I'll be doing is over there. By the time you're watching this, I will be at least getting half of the uploads at least scheduled starting in July. So starting by the time I get done with more than half of the uploads, and this is going to be, sorry, I have to process this a little bit. Also, I'm getting a haircut Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I understand that, but I'm curious to know if I can upgrade. If so, how much is it a month? Let's do dashboard. Okay, that's not the dashboard I wanted. Let's do count options. No. I just need... Seems like it's... Okay, not what I needed. What about payments? Okay, what about transactions? Oh yes, same thing, blank. If you have any idea of how to upgrade on... Oh wait, what's this? How did it slip my mind? Also, my eyes are kind of on the puffy or the irritated side, so accept it all because I don't care at the moment. Okay, but here's a question. What does Tether.io have to do with upgrading? Also, just to kind of give an idea, I'm kind of slowly, or I've gotten to a point where I have moved away from utilizing or uploading for or up to YouTube at this point because, as I've stated previously, I'm not able to upload a particular part of Unsolved because apparently it keeps deeming itself the video, or some of the videos keep deeming themselves as abandoned. I don't know if it's the file or YouTube, so I've uploaded it up onto Rumble. So if you're not following me on Rumble, go follow me there because I've been uploading everything there, and I've successfully gotten that upload to work. I would appreciate it mostly if I could get at least 4 other people to follow me on Rumble if you haven't done so. I'll even send or save, not even save, I'll even put it in the description down below just so that way it makes it easy for you to find my account. That way you guys can at least go see those uploads. By the time we get halfway through this month, I'll at least have posted, or at least scheduled to post, the first chapter of Murder in the Alps onto Rumble, in addition to getting halfway through chapter 2 in Murder in the Alps. Now, chapter 1 is going to be called A Deadly Snowstorm. I'm not going to give too much details away other than it takes place in a hotel. The chapter 2 will take place in a nearby village of that hotel. So keep an eye out for that. That will be probably mid-July, early August when it gets posted. Maybe September. It just depends on how quick each chapter goes. As you guys already know, partially, with Unsolved, the first few chapters, you're looking at ranging between 9 separate videos to about 12, maybe 13, give or take. I know some of you are going to be some of those skeptics where y'all will be like, oh, 13's an unlucky number. No, you're just blowing that out of proportion, I promise you. It's kind of similar to black cats. Sure, they are considered to be deemed as bad luck. If you're wondering what on earth I am talking about, you'll see if you were to go to, for example, go to a hotel that has more than 13 floors and look at that. If you look at where the selection of floors are on this 13 plus floor hotel, you will see that it goes 11, 12, 14, 15, skips 13 for the sole purpose of it being an unlucky number. I actually recently witnessed that back in November of 20. Back in November, I want to say 21 because that was like 3 years ago. Anyways, so there's that. But setting that bit to the side, I have recently been introduced, like personally, to, and I could be wrong on this, to what seems to be Matt Rife, and I'm not kidding about this. Matt Rife, if you are watching this, kudos for you to respond to me. I appreciate it. But if you're watching this, I will tell you right now, I do apologize if I seem a bit hesitant with a lot of stuff. It's just because I've I've fallen in this like situation myself. I'm a bit hesitant with certain things when it comes to conversations, especially with getting to know people, especially with previous experiences with talking to people, especially when it comes to social media and I don't know the person too well without physically meeting them. So I appreciate you at least being true to yourself and true to the conversation. I'm not going to get into too much details about all that because the conversation between him and I are is private, I should say. However, I will say I have seen a lot of your stuff, and I really do enjoy the comedy that you provide. It just brings me joy. It really does. Now, moving into recent events that I find interesting and intriguingly fun and odd to see, but fun to share. I back on Friday was out and about doing my usual stuff, just running errands. And as I'm out and about, I see a school bus driving by, pulling a trailer. And I about lost it when I saw this. I was like, so, but comment in the chat or down in the comments below if you get to this point. What's the strangest thing you've seen within this last week? I will say that Twinkie on wheels that was pulling the trailer was pretty odd, but in an amusing sense of like a form of transportation. So not every day you get to see a Twinkie pulling a trailer. Um, I am going to forewarn all of you if you see a Facebook or a YouTube channel basically. Oh, I know what I'm describing. I'm just trying to think. Why am I spacing out on explaining it? If there are Facebook accounts or YouTube channels or any social media, of which most of which I don't have, just so you all know, that claims that I'm gonna give free stuff out, I promise you, no, I don't do that. Not as frequent as the account claims. So, in the meantime, if you are getting messages and you're watching my live streams and you're getting the messages from those accounts and something's not adding up, that's because they're basically trying to. Okay, if you know the term I'm talking about, where the person's trying to make you think they're me, think again. Because as you can tell, I'm clearly keeping my hands busy with one project. Um, I was thinking I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of research with Rumble here in a little bit. I'm actually going to do that while it's on my mind because I got thinking. Let's go to dashboard. Okay, come on, people. I wonder. Let's do video. Let's do all videos. So I uploaded that 6 days ago. Those two 6 days ago. I wonder if there's a way. Have to keep an eye on Rumble because I'd upload and I'd forget. Let's go back and go to the home page of Rumble. Let's do library. So I am. I'm just curious to know if there's a way to do it like YouTube does. Sorry, I keep checking my phone. I wonder. Let's go to this other page. Okay, that video is gonna end up. Let's do my content. Let's do. I'm gonna mute the computer because. Let's do save. Let's create new playlist. Let's do murder in the Alps. Hashtag. I'll actually do the create and save. Let's go back to my content. That is ready. Let's do upload video. Yay for the fact that I get to upload. At least Rumble's not giving me a hard time. Let's do murder in the Alps. Deadly snowstorm. Part 4. Choose your own photo. Murder in the Alps photo. Schedule for the 4th for 12 o'clock p.m. Apply. Upload. Video management. Select you and you. Submit. That's going to take about 20 minutes. Let's do you. Save you to Murder in the Alps. Close you out. My content. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit of time. While that's working on finalizing some stuff. Actually, I guess I could because it's going to let me. Let's go to the home page. Anyways, so I've been in the process of trying to get a part-time job because I've been recently kicked off my insurance for medical. And trying to fight the medical insurance that I've been dealing with for about my whole life, I guess, now that I think about it, has been a pain in the butt because they just don't want to do or work with us, especially even when we've been paying them for as long as I can even remember. The insurance company we've gone through, I'm not going to say because I don't want to end up discriminating myself or anyone else. I just Okay, any insurance company that happens to be listening to this or watching, be careful. You don't want to end up like losing out on so much. You do your job right, you'll actually have a lot of customers who will like be satisfied with you. And I'm referencing to all of you medical insurance companies. And yes, I am currently medically insurance-less, which I've been lately really skeptic or like loose, not skeptic, but more lucid than anything because of certain issues, but that's just me. Look at my Gmail. Let me guess. I'm gonna have to sign back in. I swear. My email, my Gmail lately has been just a pain in the butt. Pizza sounds good right about now. Okay, so you guys are gonna probably not be happy with this, but as of this morning, I ended up getting to a point where I tried getting my card or my bank account to register through my Venmo, and it just keeps telling me, hey, you cannot exit or you cannot link your bank account with your Venmo account due to such like these such outrageous reasons that I had to delete that account and create a new one. Which Venmo, if you watch this, get your crap together, please. You've been the best thing I've ever had. Now, with that being said, to go on top of that, I don't know why the screen is omitting a green hue to the backdrop. Though, speaking of backdrops, I have been thinking about possibly looking into doing a green screen, but the only problem is with how small my room is, yeah, I'd rather just stick with what I've got currently. So if you're watching this and you're looking into basically helping me by funding me, you're more than welcome to. Just know it's not going to be easy to get that funding if I can't have a form of way of like getting those funds. Now, am I trying to deceive them? Maybe just a little, but not to the point where I'm begging. Ooh. Ah. Sorry, every time I think of this particular month, it makes me think of one particular thing I hate talking about. let alone deal with it because of certain people. I'm not going to really get into it, but if it comes to it, though, I am curious to know, would any of you possibly be interested in joining me in more ideas of video games? Because if you are, I wouldn't mind actually looking into getting myself a new headset because I actually had to throw the previous headset out because I ended up breaking them by accident by sitting on them one day. That's why you don't see me wearing that. That's why you're also seeing me utilizing this here camera. Now, I will say I do apologize with some of the episodes on Murder in the Alps when those get posted. Some of them might end up having to have audio overlap itself, like it's on itself. So please bear with me on that because I didn't think the audio would have like overlapped itself. And I want to say it was towards the end of the first chapter of Murder in the Alps when I first realized when I was doing the audio playback. So that is to come here in the near future. So also, if you pay attention to Facebook, I will be posting some stuff that I will be involved in, not like heavily, but into the point where how can I put it? But to the point where, of course, I gotta sign in. I just don't want to is the problem, and I'm not living in freaking that area. No, I'm getting to a point where I need to get my hair trimmed. I got. Oh god, I can't even remember my pin to my. I have a feeling my oldest brother and my nephew are gonna go golfing tomorrow. I have a hunch on that. Come on. Camera, just so that way I can do this because my Google account loves to screw with me for some reason. Connect device. Have to go through all this fun stuff. I've been doing this for. I don't even remember my password is the problem. I just don't. Let's do passwords and autofill because really you're going to be a pain in the butt, aren't you? Okay, so I know what that is. Is it? Let's delete that because got like all these like these logins that I'm literally confused. $385 passwords worth of stuff that I need to figure out what's going on with. Delete because I don't use those. Delete. Okay, my question is, why are you having me put a pin in? Yeah, this is what happens. This is what you'll see when you have to deal with what's going on? What's this? Hello. Yeah, this is what you get when this is what you see when you have to deal with signing in. How much are we looking at? Because I don't want to spend more than I have to. Okay, that dropped down. I guess I could get rid of that one. So I'm also just trying to figure out certain things with pricing on stuff. Back into, I'm gonna have to pull that away. Upload video, Murder in the Alps, Deadly Snowstorm. Which one was that one? My content. Leave, please. Stupid. Let's do part 4. Save. Murder in the Alps. Let's upload. So I need to do part 5. Murder in the Alps. Deadly Snowstorm. Part 5. Entertainment. Please choose your own. Alps. Schedule. 12. Let's do July 5th. Apply, upload. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, for the additional video information that may involve limited to no information, it's asking me who recorded and or appears in the video. Clearly, I have recorded the video, but I don't appear in it because I've tried rendering the video with intros and outros. But for some reason, my computer does not like it whatsoever. And yeah, and then it's the second option, or the second thing that it requests is where and when was the video recorded. So I don't remember the dates exact, but in some of them you'll hear me like give the date and time. Mind you, those are the dates that I recorded those. Now I don't record every day, only because there are days and times where I just can't get to recording. I'm gonna have to sign off here soon. If you've made it thus far via after this live stream has ended, I applaud you. I really do. And I know I'm not much of a streamer, or let alone content creator. I only do this in my spare time of just being able to process this. Now, the third one is it suggests to provide either YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat username. I'm not providing any of that. Reason why is because YouTube, I'm not posting as much. Well, any given platform, I'm not posting as much. YouTube has been a pain in the butt to upload. Instagram I don't use. TikTok I don't use. Snapchat, I have a Snapchat account, but I only use it for personal use. None of you. I thought about making a Snapchat, but Snapchat 4 that involves this. However, just going to that extent to me in my mind right now, and this could change down the road. That could change at some point. Now, will it happen sooner than later? Maybe. Will it happen later than sooner? Who knows? It just all depends on what's going on. Other than that, I am going to sign off because I am gonna go eat because I need food. So I'll see you guys in the next live stream.